Go. Stop it. Go. Mommy's recording. Okay, so I just watched the first episode of The Bachelor, and I have some thoughts and feels that I wrote down while watching it whenever anything memorable happened. So I'm just going to share my thoughts and feels with you right now, and I hope you like it. So to start off, this is my second season of The Bachelor that I've ever watched. I started watching last season with Ben and Lauren, and then I watched The Bachelorette with JoJo. JoJo and Jordan forever, they're my favorite. But anyway, so this is only my second season, so I didn't really know anything about Nick, and yeah. So for those of you who don't know, and I don't know why you would be watching this if you don't know anything about The Bachelor, but just in case, apparently he was on 2 seasons of The Bachelorette and was the runner-up both times, so that means he did not find love, or he found love and they just didn't love him. And then he was also on Bachelor in Paradise recently, and yeah, and from what I gathered, he was a total douchebag on The Bachelorette, but then redeemed himself on Bachelor in Paradise. So that is a little bit of the backstory of what I know. So this season, Abby, he's all like, oh my god, I don't want that to happen to me. Like, what if I love them and they don't love me back, blah, blah, blah. Bachelor drama. So anyway, Nick is kind of charming, and he's growing on me since I didn't know anything about him, but I was so upset that they didn't pick Luke from last season because I loved him and still love him. Luke was amazing, and I just feel bad for him, and he should have been this season's Bachelor. But anyway, I'm giving Nick a chance, and I kind of like him. So here are some other things that I found ridiculous about the first episode. So there's this girl who apparently wants to be a dolphin trainer. You know, I wanted to be a dolphin trainer in 6th grade just like everyone else. However, this girl's like 24 and still wants to do that. And I don't think she's doing anything to be a dolphin trainer besides just like liking dolphins. But, you know, whatever. This is a direct quote. He needs to love dolphins or else this isn't going to work out. I mean, everyone has to have their deal breakers. That feels like an okay one, I guess. Whatevs. I really love Nick's polka dot tie on the first episode. Major heart eye emoji, duh. He was cute. Polka dot everything for the win. The intros on The Bachelor and Bachelorette, like whenever they get out the limo and like come and say something, like it is so uncomfortable. If you've never watched it, you should just probably Google like embarrassing Bachelorette entrances and you'll be prepared. Like if you're going on a first date and you're worried about it being like super awkward or weird, just watch this and know that your life cannot be that big of a disaster upon first meeting. And if it is, whatever. Theirs is televised, which is way worse than whatever embarrassing thing could happen to you. So what they do whenever they come, like, introduce themselves, they always have this, like, pun or, like, I don't know, some, like, big grand gesture so that they stand out against all the 30 other women that, you know, are trying to love the same person. And, since Nick had lost twice, this girl came up running in her, like, fancy-ass dress and her jogging shoes, and she's like, hey, like, I'm a runner-up in your life or heart or some runner-up joke, whatever. It was kind of cool, kind of lame, but, you know, I give her credit for running. I would have been, like, real winded if I had done that, so good for her. Oh, I don't remember who said this, but one of the girls said, I just hope I'm what he wants. And that's annoying to me because mostly I used to think that way too, instead of thinking like, hey, I hope this dude's what I'm looking for. Like, if I went on dates, I'd be like, oh, I really hope that he likes me, instead of, like, thinking that maybe I should like him. Who the fuck cares if he likes you if you don't like him, girl? But, you know, he's the Bachelor, so obviously everyone loves him already. You know, soulmate stuff. I think so far Vanessa is my favorite. She's like this Canadian special needs teacher, and she seems cool, but maybe she'll turn out to be terrible. But upon first, like, behind the scenes in their hometown looks, she seems pretty normal and fun. Oh, the other one I also really like, I kind of like, there's this one girl who apparently met Nick already, and they had sex at a wedding. What? Scandalous. And, like, she didn't give him her number then, but I also kind of like her and, like, want her to make it pretty far. That seems like it'd be kind of cool. Oh, this other girl, her intro was, "You're already a wiener in my book." She like opened up a book and had a hot dog inside it. And then she says immediately after that, "Do you want to like Lady in the Tramp it?" And then they both take a bite of this gross cold hot dog and it's so gross. But I kind of like her. Her name is Josephine and she seems a little off the wall and I'm into it and I hope that she makes it pretty far. Just for my own entertainment. Like so far I think I'd want to be friends with her out of everyone. I know you're not there to make friends, but I'd be friends with her because she like doesn't really give any fucks and I like it. So like whenever all the girls are gathered in the mansion or whatever and waiting for time to talk to Nick, I just love all the angry wine drinking. They're all just sitting there like glaring at everyone and I love it so much. I need to like more angrily drink my wine occasionally, I guess. It seems like that seems fun, apparently. So these are my comparisons from like this season to last season. I kind of think that I like the girls from last season more, but it might just be because they grew on me throughout the season and I knew more about them versus like just my first impressions. But there's this pro basketball dancer Jasmine. I think she's the new Lace from last season. She was like crying already in the first episode, but her dress was amazing, so like I'll forgive her. And then there's this new girl Corinne, I think that's her name. She's totes the new Olivia, only like multiplied by 10. She's like so aggressive and not in it. Like Olivia was kind of cute about it except for when she talked about her cankles after Ben said like a family friend had died, but you know, she was just like not as bonkers as this person is. So I'm excited to see how this plays out because of course like this girl's gonna be crazy and Nick's not gonna know until like everyone else in the house is like, Nick, Corinne isn't like in here for the right reason. She's like blah, and it'll be so dramatic and fun. Can't wait for that. So also the preview for upcoming season, the rest of the season is amazing. I love they're going to feature the Backstreet Boys later on. Yes, so much yes to that. Like I really wish that like one of the girls would leave Nick for Nick Carter of the Backstreet Boys, but however he's like married, I guess. I'm not sure, but either way, someone should leave for one of the members of the Backstreet Boys. If it were me, I would pick Kevin. Duh. And then that made me think like there should totally be like a Bachelor Celebrity Edition, just like Dancing with the Stars, for like celebrities who aren't really a big deal anymore. Here are my suggestions, Bachelor Nation, for who you should use for your spin-off Celebrity Bachelor. I would like to see Ryan Cabrera, Riley Smith, Jesse McCartney, Eric Fontaine, or Teddy Geiger. You know, those are great places to start, and yeah, I look forward to tuning into that whenever that happens. You're welcome again. And yeah, so those are my thoughts and feels on The Bachelor this season. I have my lineup all ready for my Bachelor fantasy team, but I'm not going to share that with you because I don't want to like give it away to any of the other people that I'm battling against, because last season I came in like 3rd place and I am in it to win. So yeah, I'm excited for The Bachelor. I went from like hating on The Bachelor and like thinking it was so lame to like a super fan in like 2 seasons. Whoops. YOLO.